Today at 1, the crisis over potentially dangerous concrete in schools. The Prime Minister denies he cut funding for school repairs when he was Chancellor. A former top civil servant has accused Rishi Sunak of halving the number of schools in England where the government would pay for repairs.
The actual ask in the spending review in 2021 was to double the 100 to 200. That's what we thought was going to be practical in the first instance. I thought we'd get it, but the actual decision that the Chancellor took in 21 was to halve the size of the programme.
No, I think that is completely and utterly wrong. Actually, one of the first things I did as Chancellor in my first spending review in 2020 was to announce a new 10-year school rebuilding programme for 500 schools.
Well, the row comes as the new school year begins this week, with dozens of schools fully or partially closed because of potentially unsafe concrete. Also this lunchtime, Connor Gibson is sentenced to 22 years in prison for the murder and sexual assault of his sister Amber, who was 16. Angela Rayner's appointed Shadow Levelling Up Secretary as the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer reshuffles his shadow cabinet. The parents of a teenage girl who died of sepsis in hospital say patients and their families should have the right to a second medical opinion. And beware the Asian hornet, an increase in sightings of the insect which feeds on honeybees.
And coming up on BBC News, Manchester United's Jadon Sancho hits back after remarks by boss Erik ten Hag saying he was dropped for poor performances in training.
Good afternoon.